What is up guys, Ian here, and today I'm bringing you another Cinema 4D tutorial. In this tutorial we'll cover a kind of technique used in quite a few YouTube backgrounds at the moment. My way of doing it may vary from how a lot of others do it, but my way is non-destructive. For those who don't really understand what that might mean, it means everything is kind of very easily changeable. It doesn't kind of destroy any of your work. Everything's kind of editable, so to speak. It uses a spline, and so once you get the scene set up, if you have a logo, text, whatever, which is in a spline format, you can just throw that straight in and the effect will go between them. So without further ado, let's jump into our scene. And what I'm going to do is insert a spline, so for example a cogwheel. Again, this doesn't matter, but I'm going to change the teeth down a bit just so it's not quite as complex, and maybe change that up a bit. Again, this doesn't matter, it's all up to your personal choice. This could be your logo or any other shape. And we're just going to throw this into an extrude NURBS. So it kind of extrudes it. However, we're going to change on the extrude NURBS the movement down to 0. So we'll just get this flat object here. Next, under the caps tab, we want to turn on quadrangles and turn on regular grid. And I'm just going to change this to about 15, just so we get these kind of subdivides. If we just minimize the extrude NURBS now and just go to mode graph and extrude, nothing will happen. If we just put the extrude NURBS above that, highlighting them both, press Alt-G on your keyboard or right-click on them both and group objects. We get this quite interesting shape here, which you can leave if you like. If you like that effect, then feel free to use that. But I'm going to go into the extrude and change the transform to per step and the extrude steps to 1. I'm going to change the scale to 1 on each, and the Z position I'm going to change to say -4. Again, this doesn't really look like it's doing anything. What we're going to do is insert a random effector. So with the extrude selected, just go to mode graph, effector, and random, and we get this crazy shape here. We want to turn off the kind of transform position on both the X and Y, just so we're left with this kind of shape here. But this is way too much, so we're just going to change this to around about 10. And we get this really nice looking shape here. So this is the effect, more or less. I really like it because it's quite abstract. I actually use this in my current background. I made a new one the other day, and so I uploaded it. So you can tell me what you think of that. And of course, playing around with the seed will give you different results, and you can extrude it as much as you want. Now, the reason I put the extrude depth to 0 is because when we do this, we get these kind of points sticking out and they don't look so good. So if we change it to 0, they don't really exist. Now, what you might want to do is actually make a duplicate of your extrude NURBS, so holding down Control and drag. And on this one, you might want to change the start and end, the start cap to a fillet or fillet, and the end one to a fillet cap, and we just drag that forward a bit. This one you will have to change the extrude depth, just so you have your object or logo outline with all your extrusions kind of within it, which is quite a nice effect. Maybe change these down a bit. So you get these really nice looks here. You can texture it whatever you like. currently I'm doing a intro render, so I don't really want to have to render quite heavy materials, so I'm showing you like the basic effect here, and you can change it to however you like. So yeah, it's a really nice effect here. Gives really nice results, and you may have seen it in many designs. A lot of people will then go and put something like cell rendering on, which gives it this kind of effect. And then they kind of overlay that to give the kind of blueprint effect. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and hopefully you've learned something. Yeah, just enjoy the tutorial and feel free to use it in whatever background you like. And as I mentioned earlier, if I wanted to change this to, say, a star, all I'd have to do is go into the extrude knobs here, just delete them and drag in the star, and straight away you get the same result in a different shape. So thanks for watching this tutorial. This has been Ian, and I shall see you next time.